Let me ask you something that could change your life. How many of your current results are the direct consequence of decisions you made 5 years ago? Now think about this. Where will you be 5 years from now? If you keep thinking the same, choosing the same, acting the same. Most people don't realize this, but your entire financial future depends on one simple truth. Wealth is not a matter of luck, it's a matter of choice. Not one choice, but hundreds of small ones made consistently, with clarity, with courage, and with discipline. In this talk, I want to help you understand something powerful. Why you may not be rich yet, and how a few key decisions made today can put you on a completely different path. This is not a motivational speech. This is a wake-up call. And if you're willing to listen, really listen, you may never see your life the same way again. One of the most important lessons I've ever learned is this. Success is predictable. It's not magic. It's not reserved for a few chosen people. It's a formula, and it begins with how you think. In fact, your thinking shapes everything. Most people don't get rich because they have what I call excuse thinking. They blame the economy. They blame their job. They blame their parents, their background, their circumstances. They say things like, I wasn't born into money. I don't have the right education. The system is against me. It's too late to change. But here's the truth. Your excuses are lies. Your comfort zone tells you. The world doesn't reward excuses. It rewards value. It rewards effort. It rewards responsibility. If you want to be rich, you must stop explaining why you're not and start taking ownership of everything you can control, your mindset, your actions, your habits, your learning, your focus. This is where the shift begins, not in the bank account, but in the mirror. There's something else that keeps people broke, and it's more dangerous than debt or bad luck. It's called drift. Drift happens when you live on autopilot. When you wake up, go to work, come home, distract yourself, and repeat. Day after day, year after year, no plan, no purpose, no progress. You don't fail dramatically, you just slowly settle. You stop dreaming, you stop growing, you stop deciding. And here's the scary part. Drift feels comfortable. It doesn't feel like failure. It feels like normal. That's why most people stay stuck, not because they're not capable, but because they've accepted a life of quiet dissatisfaction. If you want to break free from drift, you must wake up. You must become intentional. You must decide with clarity where you want to go and what you're no longer willing to tolerate. The moment you say, enough, I want more, I choose better, that's the moment your life starts to shift. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a powerful decision. Let's talk about the power of decisions. Every major success story begins with one, a decision to change, a decision to rise, a decision to no longer live small. But most people don't decide, they delay. They say things like, I'll start next month. When things calm down, I'll focus. I just need more time, more money, more motivation. Here's the reality. Indecision is the enemy of success. Every day you delay a decision, you reinforce your current reality. And your current reality is exactly what your past decisions have built. So if you want to change your future, stop waiting for the right time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Right now, you can decide to take control of your habits. Right now, you can decide to learn what you don't know. Right now, you can decide to stop blaming and start building. Every wealthy person has this in common. They make fast decisions and they stick with them. You don't need to know all the steps. You just need to take the first one. Let's talk about something that determines how far you go in life. Self-discipline. It's not flashy, it's not easy, but it's the one habit that separates those who dream from those who achieve. Discipline means doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It means choosing long-term growth over short-term comfort. It means taking action consistently without needing permission or applause. The most successful people you'll ever meet, they are not the most talented. They are the most disciplined. They wake up earlier. They control their attention. They finish what they start. They do the hard things over and over again. Now, here's the best part. Discipline is not something you're born with. It's something you build, like a muscle, like a skill. One decision at a time. Start small. Make your bed. Read 10 pages. Skip the junk food. Write your goals. Keep your word to yourself, because when you master discipline, you unlock freedom. Freedom from chaos. Freedom from regret. Freedom to create the life you truly want. Now let's talk about the single most powerful investment you can make. No, it's not in stocks. Not in crypto. Not even in real estate. It's in yourself. Your income will never exceed your level of personal growth for long. That means if you want to earn more, you have to become more. More skilled, more focused, more confident, more knowledgeable. And how do you do that? You read, you take courses, you seek mentors, you practice, you challenge your own thinking, you get around people who are further ahead than you. Most people spend money to feel better, to escape, but wealthy people invest money to grow, to improve. Every book you read that sharpens your thinking, every hour you spend learning instead of scrolling, every dollar you put into growth instead of distraction, it compounds, and over time, it creates something no one can take from you. A better mind, a stronger character, a wealthier future. There's one more barrier that quietly keeps people stuck. Fear. Fear of failure. Fear of judgment. Fear of not being enough. Fear of starting, and fear of succeeding. Here's the truth. Everyone feels fear, but not everyone listens to it. The people who build wealth, the people who change their lives, they feel the fear and take action on it. Because here's what they know. Courage isn't the absence of fear, it's the decision to act despite it. Fear will always try to keep you in your comfort zone, but nothing grows there. No progress, no freedom, no wealth. Everything you want is just outside that way. So when fear shows up, and it will don't shrink, stand taller. Take one step. Prove to yourself that fear is not the boss. Because once you do that, even once, you start building a new identity, a stronger one, one that's bold, decisive, and unstoppable. That version of you, that's the one who gets rich inside and out. Let me leave you with this. Your future's not written yet. It's not defined by where you came from, what you've been through, or how much money you have right now. It's defined by what you choose today, tomorrow, and every day after. You are one decision away from a completely different life. Not a perfect life, but a purposeful one. A life of clarity, a life of power, a life that you built by choice, by discipline, by belief. So here's the question you have to ask yourself. What decision have I been avoiding? What habit have I delayed? What version of me is waiting to be born if only I commit? Because the truth is, you already have everything you need. You have a mind. You have time. You have the ability to learn, to adapt, to move forward. The only thing missing is your decision. So don't wait. Don't wish. Decide. And when you do, life will open in ways you never imagined. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Your future is yours to shape, and it starts now.